He wakes up in the morning, draws his teeth back to each and is rolling, never changes a thing. The week begins and it ends.
Now, if you're a millennial or Gen Xer, then you probably grew up at least hearing Dave Matthews Band on the radio. At one time, when they were younger and a bit more hip, they were known as Grateful Dead for frat bros. And from 2000 to 2009, they were actually the most successful touring band in North America. Nowadays, I'd argue that a lot of frat bros have kind of co-opted Grateful Dead and Dead & Company themselves, but regardless, Dave Matthews Band was known for appealing to an army of Chads and Ashleys that would swarm to amphitheaters to drink light beer and scream, "Celebrate we will, 'cause life is short but sweet for certain, hey!" And I won't lie, at one point in college, when I first started getting into jam band music, I was into D&B too. They were kind of a stepping stone into bands like Phish and Grateful Dead for those in my generation. I will defend Dave Matthews Band a bit by saying that their music and lyrics are actually much more complex than the crowd that they're known for. But in the year of our Lord 2025, Dave Matthews Band can't be brought up without talking about the bus incident, aka Poopgate. It seems to be a story that has stuck around on the internet, and whenever someone brings up the 90s rock band, a jokester has to chime in and say, "Hey, remember when they dumped a bunch of poop on a boat tour?" The tour boat itself was called Chicago's Little Lady, and before it was covered in feces and urine, it carried a Chicago architecture tour that went from the Chicago River into Lake Michigan and back. So I decided to look into this story more, as I feel most people use this tale as a joke, but don't provide any detail or nuance to it. All we hear about is Dave Matthews Band and poop. So let me plunge the story.